Hi, folks. I wanted to do a video today on how to keep your positive energy going and going well. Um, the first thing when we're talking about positive energy, we're talking about a situation occurs. For instance, you're at work or you're out with at a social gathering, and a situation comes. Maybe somebody yells at you, or somebody wants to get in an argument with you, that kind of situation where you're really feeling this real positive vibe of the situation, and then all of a sudden you just this thing happens. I always tell people, and I talked about somebody today because the person was put into friend zones, and that's another video for some other time. And then I'm not a relationship expert, needless to say, as a psychologist. But the point is, when you look at this situation and you really get this positive energy going on in your life and you're upbeat and this thing happens, the first thing you want to do is you really first off don't want to say anything to the individual or let that situation grab a hold of your unconscious mind. Remember, or your subconscious mind. Remember, the subconscious makes 88% of your mind, and 12% is your conscious mind. So in essence, folks, we really don't use all the brain power that we really use in our lives. With that said, the point is, the first step you do is you look at the situation. For instance, like I said, I had somebody call me at 3 o'clock this morning, threw off, not this morning, but the day before, and threw off my sleep pattern. Instead of just getting upset, but they had a question because of their boyfriend had put them into this, they couldn't get a hold of them, and there was this situation with the individual. The point was, instead of me yelling at the person or taking the negative, I took that time to say what is going on here and look at the situation. And then what I always like to do is take a step back and look at the situation and remember, this doesn't reflect on me. This is, you got to be proactive in this situation. Like, for instance, I have a student stipend coming down. It was supposed to come down the first part of November. The school moved it back to December, though I plan on calling them on Monday. The point on that is I didn't let that upset me. The point is I have to take responsibility for that situation and and hold myself responsible, because it's my situation, and it's not the school's fault or anybody else. It's my responsibility to move this thing forward and create a proactive attitude about it. Instead of looking, the second thing I like to say is, when you look at this situation, you look at the positive, you look at the negative. And I personally don't think of things as negative, is what I can learn out of this situation. And everything from now on, and what I've been trying to do, is not seeing it as a negative, but what I can learn from that situation and move that situation forward in a positive thing. With that said, then what you want to do is you want to learn and move on from that situation. And what I usually do myself, what I usually do is I meditate in that situation, and then just compromise. And like I said, now I'm doing this mood diary. So I kind of look at where I'm at in life for that day or whatever, and then move forward with that. And then from that meditation, what I do is then I create and I move my action in a positive way. In essence, folks, what you're trying to do is you don't lean on that negative, but you learn on the positive. And folks, I'll be the first one to tell you, it just takes practice. You can't do this overnight. It just takes practice to do this, and it's constant practice. It's everyday practice. Sometimes you got to practice this 4 or 5 days. Sometimes you need to call a friend and just, calling out. Like today, I called a friend of mine today just to talk over. Yeah, I got this plan A, plan B, plan C. What do you think? What I could do, and move forward. And with that, the second thing, the third thing that I think that's important is you try to keep things genuine, and you got to create, and you got to keep it present, and you got to create that abundance. So if you keep things genuine, you keep it, like I said, keep it genuine, present, in abundance, then that creates this positive attitude. And that's an issue that I personally work with, is opening myself up to the abundance, because you put yourself in a situation that I'm an older adult and I'm finishing a PhD, but my goal is I'm being realistic. I'm not going to have a whole lot of money for retirement, so I got to come up with a plan to supplement my income at retirement. And this is where I can do counseling and work with people that need the work. Anyway, let me repeat what I've done with the video. Remember, the goal is look at the situation, look at the positive and negatives. And like I said, I don't look at call it in negatives. I say what I can learn from that situation. The second thing is what you learn from that situation, and you move forward from that situation. But you meditate and say, what can I learn from this situation, and not be so negative. And the third is you keep it genuine, you're present, and you create abundance. If you keep that, then you open that door of abundance. So anyway, these are a few things, food for thought. Please hit the like and subscribe button, which is down in the corner there. And please remember, my new book just came out, Don't Buy That Lottery Ticket, now is available on Amazon. And folks, I would appreciate to hit the like and subscribe. And please buy my new book, Don't Buy That Lottery Ticket. It really would help you with your attitude and positive attitude in life. Anyway, thanks, folks. Have a great day.